Check out FIFA Coins online for great deals on Ultimate Team coins. You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and I am back for episode number 8 of Mission Manchester. You can see here we start off with looking at our trade pile. Managed to sell all of those players that we bought in the last episode, so just going to clear out the trade pile so we've got some space to start doing some trading with. What I really have realised is that I'm going to have to do a heck of a lot more trading in these videos if I want to start picking up enough coins to buy those elite players that we're hoping to have by the end of this series. So definitely going to be trying to do as much trading as possible, probably turning our trade pile maybe once or twice per episode. And you can see here that the first turn we have a couple of good players, the best one being Turan. The upgraded version, managed to pick him up for 1,000 coins, going to sell him for about 2,500. We also have a Mandanda, a Davivia and a squad morale card, and the squad morale card method still works, but it's getting more and more difficult. I think a lot of you are going out there and doing it yourself, which obviously means there's a lot of competition for the cards and the deals, so there are not as many about. Anyway, managed to sell all those cards pretty quickly. Should have listed them up a bit more expensively, I think, because they sold ridiculously fast, and really should have been, getting the best prices for them, and I should have waited about 40 minutes, but I only waited about 20. So that's probably a tip for you. Don't be looking for the instant buy. Look for about 40 minutes in to sell your cards. Anyway, you can see here, picked up more players. Nene, not a particularly good buy, a bit of a rush of blood to my head as I was trading. Only going to make about 100 coins off him, which is totally pointless when you're spending 1,600 coins to buy him in the first place. But we do manage to pick up a Proto, a Schminger, and the best one being this Turan, which I managed to pick up for 700 coins. And I'm listing him up again for 2,500 coins, the upgraded one. The upgraded Turan's definitely slipping through the nets, as with other upgraded players, I believe, as they are mixed in amongst all of the non-upgraded ones. So some of them do slip through for ridiculously cheap prices. As you saw, I could have almost discarded that Turan for more coins than I bought him for, and he's definitely worth the coins as he is a fantastic player. Anyway, you saw our team there looking pretty decent. We are having to play Giggs up front still because Welbeck is having fitness issues, but we are hoping that he will be back with us in the next couple of games so that he can continue his scoring streak that he was doing just before he left with the fitness problems. Anyway, our first game is against a 4-4-1-1 team. It's a BPL with a bit of La Liga thrown in, so an interesting team. And you can see there we take the lead, early on. Nice cross from Fletcher from the corner, and Giggs, the old veteran, getting in there, popping it in with his head. And this episode is an absolute scoring fest. As you can see there, I tramped it. I didn't really have any choice, is my argument, in that situation. Just because the goalkeeper was so close, I couldn't really take it round him. So I had to pull it back, and that was an easy goal. You can see we're already 3-0 up. Young getting a goal for us as well. Bit of aids from me. I tried to clear it, missed. Tried to tackle, bobbled off and went to another player, and he finishes it well. So 3-1 at this point, and he brings himself back into a game, which is always really frustrating when you don't think that the person deserves it. I was dominating this guy. You can see that it is now 3-2. Yaya Toure getting back in with the header, but we get lucky. There was a nice dummy there from Young. Ball comes out, and the shot was missed, but it came back to Young, and he popped it in to make it 4-2. And you can see there that Giggs finishes the guy off, making our 5-2 victory. Pretty solid one, and a pretty decent result, to be honest. Always looking for those 5 goals because of the 5 coin bonus, or the 5 goal coin bonus. I think there's a boost or something like that, so definitely trying to get those 5 goals every single time. And we go off and we make a signing. Now, a lot of you guys have been requesting this guy, so we have put the donut stealer De Gea into the team, bought him for about 4,000 coins, and he is quite expensive, but he's in a 4-1-2-1-2, which is to be expected, and you can see there he slots perfectly in the team. Lindegaard going onto the bench for now because he hasn't been particularly good. I wasn't impressed with him, hoping that De Gea will play a lot better than him and save a lot of shots. Anyway, you can see here this guy wouldn't have any other kit than a red and white one and a red one, so we had to use our white kit against his red kit, which is frustrating because we're at home and really we should be using our red kit, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we go in and we come up against this 4-4-2 Serie A squad. Some dangerous player, Mikkeli and Schneider, definitely ones I'm looking out for, but we take the lead through a very nice goal from Cleverly, outside the boot, half volley, into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal. So a very, very nice goal from Cleverly there. I was actually very impressed with that one. But he managed to get back into the goal almost immediately. or back into the goal, back into the game almost immediately with a nice goal there. Cavani easily through, and you can see here that he manages to do a bad clearance. We pick it up, and basically we just a nice passing movement, easy cross in, and Hernandez is there to pop that one into the back of the net. So well done to Hernandez, getting on the score sheet. Need to see more of that from him. He has been on a very hot streak recently, but really needs to be back on that, as he has been lacking the last couple of games. Anyway, he gets back into the game with Abate. Not sure how he scored with Abate with his weak foot, but it wasn't long before we were back in the lead. Welbeck going through, his defence pushing horribly up, and we just simply ran away with Welbeck, and he scored. So it's good to see Welbeck back in the squad and scoring after all those fitness issues that he's been suffering with. And again, there you go, near post OP, but Welbeck again getting himself on the score sheet, so well done to Welbeck. He comes back into the game. Ogbonna, very dangerous from corners. Him and Felipe Santana I can see very often scoring against me, so those two defenders are very dangerous. And we finish the game off here, a nice ball over the top. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper does actually manage to get a hand to that to stop it being a spectacular scissor kick, or whatever you want to call it, and it trickles in. But we do manage to get a hat-trick with Welbeck. So Welbeck coming back in spectacular fashion there, scoring 3 goals for us. A nice goal from Cleverley, and a pretty solid result. Again, another 5+ goal game. This is a ridiculous episode for goals, and hence why it's quite long. Anyway, we're going to pick up Ferdinand. This one was the cheapest on the market by 500 coins by Buy It Now. Most of them were going for around the 5k mark, so I was pretty happy to pick him up for the 4k mark. And he's not going to be a permanent fixture in this team. He's more there to solve the fitness issues that we're suffering with the back. You can see there that a couple of them on like 60 fitness, and we're just struggling to rotate them quickly enough. So more defenders means that we're going to be able to do more rotations. But I don't think that Ferdinand will be in the team on a regular basis. You saw there, we managed to sell 3 of those players, still got 2 more to sell, so hopefully they will be gone by the end of this episode. Anyway, you can see that we're going into our final game, and we come up against a 3-4-3, a very underrated, well, not underrated, underused formation. It's quite broken. There are some very dodgy things about this formation, so hopefully we're going to take advantage of it and not get caught out at the back with Ferdinand being so slow. That's why I don't think that he'll be a permanent fixture in the team. Anyway, early on, Welbeck again being there to apply the finish. A very nice goal from him, so well done to Welbeck, continuing on with his scoring streak at the moment, I guess. But this guy comes back into it. A really weird goal from Steven Gerrard. It bounces back off after the initial long shot, somehow managed to go through and pop that one in with his left foot. And again, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Ferdinand there getting caught out at the back. Really shouldn't be getting caught out ever. Having, higher defensive stats than any other centre-back. But you just, the pace lacking there. Couldn't get back, and he ends up scoring with Bent. But we do equalise. Hernandez, our pace-raping demon, there to get us back level. And this is, Hernandez's greatest strength must be his shots and his pace. And we, demonstrate both of those in this game. You can see there that was a fantastic shot from there. Just doing the FIFA Street style, getting through on goal, and smashing that one in from outside the box. And Welbeck increases our lead. I mean, Welbeck comes back and he's scoring almost as many goals. Well, in fact, he's scoring more goals than anyone else on the pitch, which is kind of crazy. You can see there Hernandez getting his hat-trick there through a pretty easy bobble. Loads of FIFA raids going on, but this guy decided that FIFA raids was enough for him. Decided to rage out, and we end up winning that one 5-2. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please drop it a like, it'd be really appreciated. If you could subscribe if you haven't already, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, definitely do that. But other than that, I will stop talking, I will leave it there, and I will see you all next time.